This sweater's too small, isn't it?
Oh my god. Turns out it's impossible to do any work at all with a single nostril clogged. Like, if they were both clogged, I think I could handle it a bit better. Like, oh, I've got a cold, my nose is clogged. No, it's a single nostril. Like, the other one is completely fine. And it's the worst. So I need to make an emergency pit stop at the nose unclogging store. Even though it's freezing cold outside and I don't want to go out there at all. It's an emergency.
Korean macadamia nut oil. Aussie can always be counted on to bring the bush to your bathroom and miraculous conditioning for your hair. Save your hair and save a koala with Aussie Nut. Roll your data over. The barefoot king composing hallelujah.
Continuing on from my random unstructured recap of things I read in November, I'm pretty sure I did not say about how good this book was. My husband recommended it to me in one of like the videos that we did, and it was about this tribe or these tribes in the Amazon rainforest and their language and everything. And it was called Don't Sleep, There Are Snakes. I never remember this guy's name. So like Daniel Everett, is that his name, who wrote it? Like, I'll put it up anyway. And I buddy read this with Tina and she loved it as well, and we both ended up in like a bit of like a Wikipedia rabbit hole looking up like random uncontacted tribes in the Amazon and sort of stuff like this. And she sort of looked for other books that she could potentially read about this and found a couple. I also asked James like if he knew of any more, and he said there was this other book about like different drugs that like tribes in the Amazon are like known to take and how like some of them are hallucinogenic or whatever. The book in general was about this guy who used to be like a Christian missionary. So he was like really religious and his family was really religious, and they all moved to the Amazon to sort of convert these tribes to Christianity and also to learn their language so that he could create the first like translation of the Bible in their language. And it was super interesting. It was so interesting. Basically, in the end, he concluded that a Bible could not be made in their language. Like, their language did not have concepts like necessary for writing the Bible. Like their culture and everything, it just did not like allow for it. Like, one of the main things about it was that their culture and their language and everything is like completely immediate or like in the present or like seen by someone or someone knows, like, you know, in the recent past or whatever. Like, if somebody else saw it, like it's impossible for them to relay in their language things that happened, you know, generations and generations and generations ago to someone else. Like, if they didn't see it and like their friend didn't see it, like, there are no words for it and there's no sort of concept of it. So if you think the Bible, you know, is about so and so begat so and so who begat so and so, like they have no concept of it. Like, it's not even that they don't have words for it, it's just like they can't even, you know, it doesn't exist in their culture. Loads and loads of people have tried to teach them about like Portuguese money and sort of counting Portuguese money and sort of the exactitude of it and everything, and they've yet to really like learn it, any of them. It's because they don't have like words for this kind of exactitude, and they don't have like the, like, culturally they just don't have it. Like, everything's like sort of relative, I guess, like this is slightly more than that thing or whatever. And everything directional, all directional words are to do with the relationship to the river. So like when this guy took a couple people from the tribe to a Brazilian city with him, they didn't have words to express where they were going. Like, without the river, there are no words to express like left and right or like whatever. It was crazy. It was so interesting. Like, so he was sort of saying all these rules that people have accepted, all these like linguists or whatever, they're like, in order for a language to exist, like all languages on earth have like these so and so things, like they have origin stories, and they have like all this blah blah blah. This guy who went to the Amazon and was like talking to these tribes found out that like that's not true. Like, this is obviously a language, people who have like, you know, normal speaking abilities and everything, and they don't have any of the stuff that was once decided, you know, made a language. And it's just crazy. Like, it was just blowing my mind, all of this stuff. Like, thinking sort of as my culture is so like preoccupied with the past and the future and almost never talks about the current. Like, just sort of think about a culture that exists solely in the present. It's crazy. Anyway, it was so interesting, and I think I might read other ones to do with the Amazon. I know Tina's gonna give it a go. But I would recommend that book if you're interested in languages or in the Amazon or in tribes or whatever. I would say about the final book that I read for Nonfiction November, which is The Yellow House, but I won't do yet because I haven't finished it yet. It's on my list to get to hopefully soon, but also there are several other things on my list that are more sort of urgent. I need to read the Bias Breaker Readathon books. I'm working on Earthlings at the minute, which everyone says is super grim and gets really weird and really messed up really fast, and I am sort of getting there. I've definitely gotten to a couple parts where I don't know how I feel, like I think I'm not in it, but I'm still gonna go because I love the author. I loved her other book. I'm gonna keep going. Also, another one that's like quickly becoming more and more urgent and is about to bite me in the ass is the book that I have to read for my book club for people that I used to work with, which is 'Twas the Night Shift Before Christmas by Adam Kay, which I think is gonna be really funny. I really liked his other book, so I'm really excited to read this one, but I think our meeting is on the 14th. And where's all this time going? I have pissed away hours of this day, like just this single day. Like, God knows how much time I've wasted in the weeks before this. Anyway. Yeah, now we're gonna haul ass to ballet.
We did Ben and Herod, but not on the stage. We dressed up in our costumes. I just was really late.
Oh my god, I'm the worst. I'm actually the worst. I forgot to bring my kids' ballet shit. I had it in my hand. I don't know what happened. I think what happened is I put it on the bed to go to the bathroom and then went straight from the bathroom to the car. So now my kid has to be like the loser kid whose mom forgets her shit. She's gonna have to like wear just her normal outfit that she wore to school at ballet while everyone else is like wearing their actual ballet stuff. Oh my god. Why am I this mom? I'm 100% this mom as well. This is not the first time I've done this. I've like forced James out of the car to go like sneak up to the window and look if Anwen looks like she's happy. She sort of went in okay in the wrong outfit and seemed okay. But I'm like forcing him to look if she's happy. Sorry I forgot your ballet kit, babes.
That's okay, don't have to apologize.
Oh, you're kind, Munchkin.